Hi, my name is Nancy. I'm a counselor here at the Deaf and Hard of Hearing Services. How can I help you?
Well, my name is Amber Carson, and this is my new baby. He's only about 4 days old. His name is Doug. And at the hospital before we left, they did some kind of test, and they just gave me this paper, and it said that he was deaf, and I just don't know what to do. So they told me to come to your office.
Well, they sent you to the right place. We're here to help you. I've got a lot of information about how we can help you and your son. With this program, you can better understand how we can help you and the services that we provide. We're not the only place that you can get help. There's different agencies, there's schools with different programs that could teach your son. We do have a mentor program that if you want, we can teach you sign language and special communication to help uh, with communication with your son and, develop his language. I know this is really overwhelming right now and it's really difficult, but you came to the right place.
I'm really scared. I just don't know what to do. I've never even met a deaf person, and there's nobody deaf in my family, and there's nobody deaf in my husband's family. We just don't know what happened, and I don't know how to use that sign stuff. And somebody said don't sign with the baby, and I just want him to be able to hear my voice.
Well, maybe you can wait a few months and then go back and get another hearing test, about 6 months. Maybe when babies are first born, they could be, deaf. But then a few months later, go back for another hearing test, they may have some residual hearing, but you just have to keep checking. As they grow up, their hearing may improve. They have how they do the test. They have this chart, put this device in their ear, in your baby's ear, and it measures how the brain hears sound waves, and it measures how the baby will
So what do
respond.
I mean, how do I talk to my baby right now? I mean, he's nursing and things, but
Go ahead, talk to your baby. You know, you can talk to him, use your facial movements, voice all you want. Go ahead and talk to him like you usually would.
so the only way I can talk with my baby is to do what you're doing?
No, there are a lot of different ways to communicate, not just signing, facial expression, you have body language, you have cute speech, not only sign language, but he could read your lips, you can do oral, he could read your lips and do word recognition.
But if Doug is completely deaf and you do an oral method, is he gonna hear anything, or would it be better to use some visual with him?
No, no, you'll need to do some visuals. Show him a picture and then sign what it is. And the signing will help him realize what it is and it'll help him speak better. Usually when you speak to babies, they don't really understand, but if you start signing, they start copying you. They start to, understand better. You can communicate better.
So you're saying that Dougie's going to be able to sign to me soon?
We could set up set you up with a deaf mentoring program. There would be a deaf person that would come to your home, and you guys would sit down and they would teach you sign language. And then you would sit down and teach your baby sign language. They'll start to copy you, and then you'll be able to start to communicate. But it's not only you who can communicate, it's got to be everybody in your family. It's really important. You can keep talking, deaf or not, keep communicating with
I
your
think
baby
that's just really great
some
if
way.
someone could come to my house because my husband, Jim, and I, we decided that Dougie should be at home. And so I have put in a leave of absence from my work for the first year. And um, could the mentor come at night? My husband works until about 3.
Oh, of course, your mentor is really flexible with their schedules. We'll give you the name and you guys can discuss how you want to do things. You can set it up. But it's not just you who needs to meet with a mentor. Everybody in your family, it's very important.
I feel a little better. I just have one last question. So, if other things come up, and I mean, we don't know what to do in 6 months or a year or 2 years, is this a place where I can come to get more information, or can you just help me this once?
Oh no, you can come back whenever. And I have things here for you to take home. This is for you guys you and your husband, to file away important things that happen. This is information about education you could have for your children. This may have answers to your questions about other deaf children. And this right here tells you our promise and our services for deaf and hard of hearing children, parents of deaf and hard of hearing children. This gives you information about what we do here, what we can do for you and your son, your family, everybody. Education, we can set you up with parents of deaf children. We have a support group. You can get in contact with them to kind of help you out. We'd give the deaf or hard of hearing parents your
Oh,
name and they
yeah,
would
this is
contact you.
so new to us. We're just not sure what to do. As I said, we have no deaf experience at all. And so this was pretty frightening when we found out. We just didn't know what to do. I mean, we love him because he's our son, but I want to be a good mom. We want to be good parents.
And that's normal. This is something every parent goes through. There are many different things that you can do. When you decide, we'll be here for you.